Welcome back to the Center in the City podcast, a space to pause, breathe, and come back to yourself, even in the middle of a full and busy life. I'm your host, Wade Brill, and in each episode, we explore mindfulness for real life, simple practices, reflections, tools to help you feel grounded, present, and connected to what matters most to you. So let's settle in and let's get centered. Welcome back to the Center in the City podcast. I'm your host, Wade Brill, and I am so glad you are here. In today's solo episode, we're going to go on a centered walk just for you and just for the springtime energy that's present here in the Northern Hemisphere. The springtime brings about so much, there's so much beauty, there's so much more energy, right? We're coming out of our sleepy winter and the days are finally long and the sun is brighter and the weather is a little bit warmer. And we can just start to feel our body thaw and this invitation to play and this desire and kind of cultural increase of doing. This can become a very busy season, full of endings, full of new beginnings, graduations, conference season, taxes are complete. And as there's this new kind of push to step into the second quarter of the year, there's also this desire to get things done before summertime. So with all of this windy springtime energy that's present, this guided meditation is here to support you coming back to your center and how to use the springtime to feel more present and grounded right here, right now. So wherever you are listening to this podcast from, I welcome you to take it on a walk if your body is physically able to. If not, feel free to sit or lie down, and let's settle in and let's get centered. Finding your feet, take a moment to breathe all the way down to the soles of your feet and feel yourself right here in this moment. As you breathe in, notice the temperature of the air in your nostrils. Is it warm, cool? And then start to walk and find a pace that feels good for your body in this moment. One that allows you to feel each footstep, putting down this need to rush or to do or to get somewhere. And noticing the sensation of your feet in your shoes. And start to feel that energy of moving, of movement, travel all the way up your feet, into your legs, into the hips, into the torso of the body, into the shoulders, down the arms that may be swaying side to side, into the neck, the head. And as you feel this vibration throughout your whole body, I welcome you to bring your attention to your breath. And see if you can start to breathe a little bit deeper, a little bit fuller. Letting your body know you are safe, you are here with yourself. And as you continue to walk, I welcome you to direct your attention to different flowers and trees that are blooming. And as you take a walk, can you pause, find your feet, and just get really curious about what you see? Noticing the blooming flower or the blooming bud on the tree. Noticing the shape and size. Just watching in this moment life being born, life blooming. And you continue to walk and find your feet, staying connected to this rhythm, this pace, this vibration. And allow the attention to wander to another bud. Maybe this one is on the ground, or it's up high, or it's on a vine. And take a moment to pause and notice. Notice how nature doesn't rush. Nature allows for there to be these various conditions that aren't even 100% guaranteed. Conditions that the temperature is warm enough, that the plant had enough water, nutrients in the soil, for this bud to bloom. And even with all of these conditions supporting the blooming of this bud, it occurs on its own time, in its own cycle and season. And knowing that this bud doesn't compare itself to the bud next to it. That each bud gets to bloom on its own time. And continue to walk and find a rhythm. And as you breathe in this springtime air, maybe noticing what smells you smell. Is there a freshness, a crispness? Do you notice you just passed a jasmine tree or a citrus tree? Is the smell pleasant to you or neutral or unpleasant? And as you continue to find your feet, as you walk and breathe, I welcome you to explore this prompt of what's blooming inside of me. What's blooming inside of me? So as you continue to walk and feel connected to life around you, to this warmer air, maybe the sunshine, rain, all of these conditions are here to support you. So what wants to bloom? And as you listen to yourself in this inquiry, just like notice what comes up. Is there a new project? Is there a longing for a relationship? More community? More creative expression? What wants to be bloomed? And maybe already notice what's blooming, what's already flowering and coming alive for you. Maybe you too can see this seasonal shift of coming out of winter, finding a sense of renewal. And see if you can listen and notice what comes alive without judging it, without criticizing it, without needing it to be more or less, but just lovingly and kindly noticing what's blooming. And just like with spring, as the flowers bloom, so do the weeds. And so even noting what weeds feel present, what are the weeds, the junky, sticky, tarry stuff that feels like it's congesting the space for more things to bloom. And not that these weeds are bad or wrong, but they might just not be helpful for the garden that you want to be growing. So even getting curious with this prompt of what weeds do I want to lovingly remove? What weeds no longer support me? And this isn't about fixing you or making you perfect. Instead, this inquiry just invites a sense of curiosity and openness to what kind of garden you want to cultivate this spring. If you're somebody who's created a power intention, this word or theme at the beginning of your new year, maybe noting those seeds you planted a few months ago and what shape they're taking as spring is here. And you're maybe starting to see the fruits of your labor. And continue to walk and find your feet. And opening your ears now to the sounds you hear of spring. Maybe you hear birds super loud and active. Maybe you notice there's a different tonation than there is during the winter. Maybe you hear other creatures or animals. Maybe you notice you hear more music or kids playing or voices. Just listening and noting the sounds of spring. You can continue to walk as you listen, or maybe pause, find your feet, and just let the body fully hear and absorb the sounds. Or maybe for you, it just becomes music as you continue to walk and feel the vibration of being alive in this moment. Staying with this walk as long as it serves and supports you. We're transitioning at the sound of the bell. Thanks so much for joining me on this centered walk, taking in the sights, the sounds, the smells of spring. If you want more of this in your life, then I welcome you to join me for Mindfulness in May, Bloom into Presence virtual group program where it's designed to help you learn how to start a meditation practice, deepen a meditation practice, or reconnect to a meditation practice. And you'll do centered walks just like this, as well as learn how to cultivate a seated meditation practice. You'll learn how to be with your thoughts in skillful ways to get out of the spirals. You'll learn how to meet emotions, pleasant and unpleasant emotions, with more curiosity and care. And most of all, you'll feel just more resourced to live life, to feel present in life, and to have more capacity for life. So if you're curious to learn more, check out the show notes for the link or head on over to wadebrill.com/mindfulness in May. I welcome you to share this podcast episode with somebody in your life. Support them getting outside, moving, breathing, and connecting to their mindfulness muscles. Thank you for being here as always. And until next time, stay centered.